Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out not one but two, right? Dos in Spanish for you. Knives from Kizer. These are both dropping tonight. They're dropping Cinderella style. And what do I mean by that? Well, today is actually October 9th, and these are going to be dropping a minute after midnight. So October 10th at 12:01. So literally, Cinderella style, if you know what I mean. Anyways, lame jokes aside, yes, I have links for these guys, all linked down below in the description and pin comment, so you guys can check them out. We're gonna go in, let's see here, no particular order. Let's check out the original two, right? So they had obviously the Kizer original, so very iconic knife. They're now releasing a version 2, again, version dos in Spanish. I got you with the Spanish words today. I don't know why I'm feeling the Dora the Explorer, Diego sort of vibe here, but yeah, the original 2, let's see the details. We got S45VN on this bad boy, matte DLC Ultra, so that's pretty sweet right there. We got titanium handle and the, of course, iconic, very sweet, amazing Kizer clutch lock. So let's just get in here, bada bing, bada boom, and there's the knife. Of course, we got some paperwork here. We got wiping cloth and all the good stuff. Of course, additional screws, because that always comes handy. There's no worse nightmare for a knife guy than missing some screws. They disappear when they hit the floor, and then you got the extra stuff here from Kizer. Love to see that. Now let's go ahead and get in here, right? Got a little fabric pouch, if you would, little baggie, and here is the original 2, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get a closer look in here. Yeah, first impression, loving the simplistic lines on this bad boy. All right, take a look. Yeah, that's the one thing about the original, which is a very straightforward knife with some classic lines, and this one sort of definitely resembles that. So got the plain titanium, but it has sort of like a stonewash kind of, like a worn vibe to it. Right, I'm absolutely digging that. Take a closer look. Enjoy that 4K. Almost said 5K, but no, 4K definition here on this iPhone 16 Pro Max. We have a reversible pocket clip, which is deep carry. Of course, got a filler tab on the show side. So they got lefties in mind. It is a crossbar lock after all, so very ambidextrous friendly. And let's just get the magnet of truth here. We got, maybe from the liners, getting a little bit of pull, but not direct pull, obviously on the titanium pocket clip as well. Love to see it. Thumb studs for deployment, and of course the crossbar lock. Very monochromatic knife, my kind of sauce. If you've been following the channel for any amount of time, you know I absolutely love me a good monochromatic knife like this one, black and gray. Sign me up, and bam, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, what are we looking at? Is it a sheep's foot? Is it a warning? Well, absolutely in that ballpark. We do have, oh man, is this a hollow ground? They absolutely put a hollow ground on this thing, ladies and gentlemen. Holy macaroni. Now, we checked out a Halloween version during the Halloween video, and I'm doing a giveaway on that, by the way. I believe tomorrow is the last day, October 10th, so you definitely want to get on that ASAP. I put a link down below. And we also have the 35K giveaway going on right now. You definitely want to hop on that as well. Hey guys, really quick, I just posted a video for the 35K subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away 15 different knives, so I'll have a link to that video in the description and pinned comments. Thank you all so much for this amazing growth. 35,000 subscribers is an amazing number. Hopefully we can get to 50K by the end of the year. Check out the video, get entered to win, and best of luck to everybody. But yeah, hollow ground on this thing is absolutely nice. Love to see it. Again, that warning sheep's foot blade, if you would, S45VN steel. And we said that this one has some extra sauce, right? Matte DLC Ultra. So yeah, definitely should be very scratch resistant. Diamond-like coating, that's what DLC stands for. I'm going to give her a nice little wipe right here. So there's the shiny DLC, and then there's the matte DLC. Obviously, this one is the matte kind. Okay, so thumb studs there for deployment. We got, of course, the crossbar lock. Gotta tell you, man, if you haven't tried out Kizer's clutch lock, you're missing out. They make one of the best crossbar lock experiences out there. That is just the name of the game. That's just what they do. And of course, you've seen this time and time again, but in case there's any uninitiated out there, I'm gonna get in here with the Workos HD03. Just posted a video on this guy here recently, and I just want to show you here. Right, there you go. You see the 3 dots right there. I don't want to overwhelm with too much light. Yeah, you can see the dots right here. There we go. So that's a better look at the little dots for the adjustment on the Omega spring. Same thing on the other side. Some other companies are doing that as well now. So yeah, it just gives you the ability to adjust the Omega springs to the tension you want. If it's too loose, if you want to tighten it up, right, whichever the case may be. We do have some jimping on the blade, some jimping further forward. Love to see that. Even jimping on the handle, which is nice. And of course the ergos right here, right? Check that out. Full 4-finger grip on the hammer grip position. And of course, you can forward choke on this bad boy all day because that's just where it's at. Feels really comfortable there. Also jimping on the handle and even a little bit of jimping here. Like we got to zoom in for this. Even a little bit of jimping on the blade there. Like they didn't have to go that hard, but they did, right? The extra mile there with the jimping on the blade. That is, again, very interesting. Love to see that. And yeah, very nice forward choke sort of situation there. We can do a little grip like this for package opening, right? Utility cuts, draw cuts, obviously a sheep's foot blade. Warning is obviously going to do a really good job with that. We somehow still have a decent belly. It's not like a full straight line edge. So you also have that perk there as well. So we know action is good, right? Crossbar lock feels nice. Thumb deployment feels good. Spidey flick all day. Come on, you can do this in your sleep. Ergos are nice, and that pocket clip actually feels really good, comfortable. I'm gonna give it a good 9 point. I'm gonna go 9.9 out of 10. Like that is how you do a pocket clip. It's not too long. It doesn't protrude out too much. Like that's just the sauce. And obviously some milling on the inside for weight reduction. Check that out. That's looking good there, right, on both sides. Love to see it. Sandwich construction with 2 stand-ups back here. And I want to say no lanyard hole. So if you want to do a lanyard, you can attach it to the pocket clip itself. Otherwise, I don't see a lanyard solution on this bad boy here. But again, they definitely knocked it out here with the actual aesthetics, looking so good. Man, this one speaks to me a lot just because, you know, the kind of knife that I like. So absolutely loving the original too. Now I did say they have other geometries available. So this is the Halloween edition, which I'm giving away. Check out the, you know, actual video for this one, link down below. This one also has a hollow ground with a sort of drop point, clip point blade. So the handle is the same, but you get G10 on this one. Obviously it's got the holiday theme going on there. That one has some extra sauce for the time being, but I believe you can pick these up without the holiday theme if you don't want them, if you just want a daily user. Obviously you can pick them up in the premium end of things, or you can pick them up on the budget end of things. Kizer is absolutely making it so that you can, you know, pick up the knife however you like. If you want to save some money and just pick it up on the budget end, you can. If you want something a little bit more high end, more high quality, right, obviously, right, you can pick up the premium counterparts. So that's always a win for the knife community, right? You can just pick up whatever you want. These are all, again, linked down below. And again, this one's being given away right now as we speak. I think tomorrow, the 10th, is the last day. So jump on this guy. Again, link, again, video link down below. But wait, there's more, right? We got this other knife here from Kizer. It's called the Quoll. Quoll? Right, that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Anyways, it is a Ben Taubert design. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. S45VN blade on this one with a satin brush finish. Titanium and Damascus handle with a frame lock. So it's looking pretty good. Under 3 inches on the blade. Let's check out what this bad boy here is all about. Again, also dropping here tonight at midnight. Bada bing, bada boom. We already went through everything on the box there. So let's just cut to the chase here. Man, oh man. Oh man, I've seen some pictures of these on Instagram, but seeing this thing in person now. Holy macaroni, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, buddy, look at this. Holy moly, guys. Okay, let me just bear with me. Let me take a second to take this one in. This is crazy. I think the theme with this one is customization. I believe you can change the inlay on here pretty easily. Looks like you have one screw right here, and maybe you don't even need to take out the pivot or anything. So that is a nice thing. Many different options are available for this bad boy. I'll probably overlay here on the screen so you can see all the different variants for this guy, because there's just a ton, right? There's just a ton to choose from. And I don't know about you guys, but it sounds like Vosteed and Kizer are doing a little bit of head-to-head. Vosteed recently dropped the Vombat, which is one of the most customizable knives you can have. You can change the scales on it, kind of really make it your own, change thumb studs, pocket clip, little plate, and what have you. But now Kizer, again, I don't know if they are going after each other or not, but it sounds like Kizer's answer is this guy, the Quoll, which, again, you can also make it your own with changing the plates on there, really customizing it to your heart's desire. Loving the bead blasted titanium. It's fitsy. Again, my kind of aesthetics being a monochromatic knife for the most part. There is a little bit of a hint of color on that Damascus inlay right there, so that's absolutely a sweet combo. Loving that. Same thing on the even on the other side, although the pocket clip covers a good chunk of it. I'm gonna get my magnet out here, no pull, titanium all the way, with of course some steel liners. We have steel liners? No, we don't even have steel liners on this bad boy. It's all titanium. So front flipper and thumb disc, which again from the Vosteed Talaruris. Right? It's been a minute since I've seen a thumb disc, and I mean, I gotta tell you, they are underrated. Thumb discs are absolutely underrated. They work just as nice as a thumb stud. Makes the blade not protrude out so much. So, well, bam. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this thing deployed. Again, satin finish. Kind of looks like maybe a vertical sort of grind on this one. Again, S45VN steel. Beautiful drop point blade on this bad boy. Nice and contour around. Very nice look to it. Absolutely digging it. Some belly. Right, a little pokey tip there. And again, finger choil for days. The comfort on this thing is going to be really good. The handle doesn't lock you into any specific spot. I believe, I want to say, did they make the pocket clip reversible? Doesn't seem that way. That is a perfectly round hole. And this one seems to be a little bit of a curve here with a flat spot in the back. So non-reversible pocket clip. It is going to be sort of like a bolster lock. So this is interesting to see. Haven't seen one of these in a minute. Good access from the show side. Bolster lock, right? Kind of like a liner, right? And frame lock had a baby. So bolster lock here. Easy to get to the lock bar, if you would. Steel insert for steel and steel contact, and it's pretty hard to see what the engagement is because the titanium piece just covers the engagement from this angle. But yeah, still nevertheless very easy to disengage this guy. Let's check out the action here. All right, a little bit of a shake shot. Of course, we got that front flipper. Oh man, that front flipper feels good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that's tuned. Front flipper is nice. Thumb deployment feels good. That reverse flick. This might be the one thing because I'm trying to get, like, check this out. There's not much room here on this side for the reverse flick. So I'm trying to get at it. There we go. I figure it out. So using the meat of your middle finger, that's the way to do it. Well, that's absolutely the way to get at it. Typically like, you know, reverse flicking with the nail if I can help it. But here it's going to be a meat of your middle finger sort of approach. So that's got that figured out, right? All the other deployment options feel really good. Let's see here, side of the index finger. All right, we can do that. Little reach around. Oh man, we can do that all day. And of course, you already know the ergos, right? Those are going to be spot on. Again, average size hands, not the biggest of hands, not the smallest of hands. And we can absolutely get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And forward choke. So nice little finger choil situation. The thumb disc, right, makes it so your thumb has definitely good leverage here on both sides. Not gonna like slip off or anything like that. So that's a pro right there. And also not so much in the cutting path. So it shouldn't be an issue going through material, cutting through stuff that you would, you know, have the thumb stud get in the way in any way, shape, or form. And I mean, just look at this thing, right? Just look at it. Look at it. Did you get a good look at it? Like, this thing is insane. I mean, it just looks so good. Let's put it here next to the original 2. Check that out. Pretty much very similar, somewhat more or less in size. The Quoll is a little bit smaller than the original 2. And I don't know if Kizer planned this or not, but they send the 2 variants. That would very likely be the models I will pick up. Like, you know, the kind of monochromatic sort of look to them. Like, these will be the ones I typically will go for. So I don't know if they planned this or not or whatsoever, but these are absolutely really interesting to say the least. A quick rapid fire size comparison here. You can see them next to the MSI, next to the Stitch. Right, they're sort of in that, you know, sort of medium to large category, if you would. All right, if I have to kind of give you some quick rapid fire measurements here, we got 7 1/4 overall length on the original 2, with very close to 3 1/4 there on the blade, a 3-inch cutting path, and a little bit over 4 inches, 4.1, 4.15 inch handle. Overall length here on the Kizer Quoll, 7-inch knife. So think like Civivi Elementum, right? Kershaw leak, 3-inch, hold on, a little bit under 3-inch. The box has 2.95 with, it looks like, around a 2.75-inch cutting path and a handle of, again, a little bit over 4 inches, right? 4.1, 4.15. All right, here's the PM2 and the Para 3. All right, so they're going to be a little bit shorter than even the Para 3, as you guys can see. And last but not least, there's the Demko AD 20.5 and the Kumbu Chad. So very similar, comparable to the AD 20.5, if anything. Obviously, the Chad is a little bit larger. So again, links for all these knives down below in the description and pinned comment. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at 0 extra cost. And I have content for all these knives as well. If you want to learn more, just put the knife name Miguel EDC on the YouTube search box and you'll find those videos right away. But you already know what time it is, guys. Time to get scientific. With it here, we got some paper and I got some interesting cardboard. This is dual wall piece of cardboard, and it got some thickness to it, so a little bit of a challenge right there. We'll start with the original 2, and without further ado, bam, boom. Oh yeah, again, I believe S45 VN on both of these. There you go, quick work on the paper there from the original 2, as you would expect. Cutting diagonal here on the cardboard for better performance. Oh yeah, hollow ground, man, putting in some work. Look at this thing, wow. Bam, boom, like that was just a piece of cake. Switching over to the Quoll, and same deal here. Again, same steel, bam, boom, bada bing, bada boom. It even comes with sound effects, you already know. Yeah, absolutely doing its job right there. Again, same deal with the cardboard. Forward choke position, that's where it's at. Oh man, come on. It's like butter. It accordion a little bit here, right? This type of cardboard tends to do that sometimes. There we go. Boom. Bam. Taper off a bit there. That's something else you'll have to keep in mind with the belly blade as compared to a Warney or a sheep's foot. Let's just do one last one here for science. Now, after we've done some damage here, let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a wipe. Obviously, as far as scratches and things like that, the DLC blade is going to have some additional protection towards that with its DLC coating here. It's like nothing happened right there. Same deal with this guy. So rate these in the comments. Again, factory edge, 10 being the sharpest. You all let me know. Well, needless to say, guys, they absolutely got you covered here with the October drop 2025. This year has been insane for Kizer, and they've just been dropping banger after banger after banger, not only in the premium end of things, but also on the budget end of things as well. So if you are looking for a premium crossbar lock, again, also available in a budget form, like we said earlier, check out the original 2, right? Kind of like the sauce from the original one, but kind of master a little bit and make it better. Bam, you got model 2 right there of the original. And, right, if you want the clutch lock. If you want a frame lock or bolster lock in this case with some nice pimp to it, if you know what I mean, some nice flair, some nice look to it, very premium looking. Again, thumb stud deployment, bolster lock. This one's looking pretty sweet as well, the Quoll from Kizer. Guys, let me know your thoughts on these two. What do you guys love about them? What do you like about them? Anything you dislike about them? Would love to hear your feedback down in the comment section down below. And as always, these are linked down below in the description and pinned comments if you guys want to check them out. They also help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost, but of course, extremely appreciated. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.